You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You feel anything?
Yeah.
Deja keep on calling. She said she.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Deja Denise, and today I'm going to be talking about laser hair removal for down there. So I know a lot of people have questions about, does it hurt? Is it expensive? What should you do before you go? What should you do after you go? How fast does the hair grow back? So I'm going to get all into that right now. But first things first, I have had 5 treatments so far, so I think I'm pretty certified to talk about these things. I've had a few hiccups, I have made a few mistakes, and I want to tell you all about them before you make them. Yes, it hurts. Well, it depends on your pain tolerance, but for me, I think I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I have tattoos, I have piercings, and for some reason that area is just super sensitive. So there's been a few times that it's hurt more than others. So like I said, I've had 5 treatments. So one treatment I was sick, I think I had a cold, and that was unbearable, the absolute worst experience ever. And then the clip that you just saw, it's about to get real TMI, but my cycle is supposed to start in a few days, so it's super sensitive down there as well. It feels like a bee sting constantly, kind of, or if you have a tattoo, it just feels like that pain that you keep feeling until you go numb. That's what it feels like. It's super quick zaps, and it takes about 10 minutes to do the whole area. So I'm getting Brazilian, so from the front to the back, all up in between. Ugh. So while it is kind of painful, the pain does not last forever. Yes, it is expensive, but if you go to Groupon or like Living Social and type in laser hair removal and put your location in, there's always deals on Brazilian underarms, legs, all that good stuff. I chose to go to a place that was familiar with my skin type, and they use a specific type of laser for melanated skin. So they use a GentleYAG on me. I'll insert a picture or a video right here. And it's supposed to be, you know, more suitable for women of color so that it doesn't burn or scar you. Now that the logistics are out of the way, let's talk about prep. So before you go, you must shave. I know I hate shaving. It used to give me ingrown hairs, but I found a few ways around that. So for shaving, I use the Gillette Venus Embrace Sensitive, and it has 5 heads. It's super flexible. It can get all up in there, and it gives you a really nice shave, but it doesn't like cut you, and I've never gotten an ingrown hair from this razor. I also use the Gillette Satin Care Ultra Sensitive shaving cream that goes with it. I found that if you use products that work together, it works better for your skin. So before I shave, I exfoliate, and exfoliating is so important, guys. You have to exfoliate. So people might tell you to exfoliate once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I have to exfoliate every single day. My hair down there used to be super curly and coarse, so I have to exfoliate every day. If I miss a day, boop, I'll get ingrown hair. So to exfoliate, I use the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Hand and Body Scrub with gelatin-free vitamin E for firming and toning. And then I used to use the exfoliating gloves. I'll insert a picture right here. I don't anymore. I found that the body back scratcher works so much better for me. It's not that rough, but it gets the job done. So I know you're wondering, well, how do I exfoliate down there? Everyone says exfoliate, but they never explain how. So act like this is your little friend. So you're gonna take the sugar scrub, and it looks like this. And you're just gonna rub it into your skin. Rub it into your skin like that, and then wet the brush and kind of go in circular motions. You're going to go in the direction that your hair is growing. So if your hair is going downward, you want to go that way. You never want to go the opposite way, because when your hair grows back in, it'll curl over and give you ingrown hair. Trim down there often. You don't have to shave all the time, but if you're trimming the hair shorter and shorter without putting a sharp razor to it, it'll be easier when you do shave, and it's not all that hair clogged up in the razor blades, and then it's not a fun time. The more often that you trim, the quicker your shaving process will go. So after you've exfoliated, washed your body, dried off and all that good stuff, you want to moisturize your skin. So I use shea butter, like raw shea butter. But before I put raw shea butter on, I put witch hazel on, just regular old witch hazel, and I use cotton rounds to do that. And then on top of the witch hazel, I put aloe vera gel. Sometimes I think I might do it backwards. It just depends. But I do this twice a day. So right after the shower, especially after I've exfoliated, and then again in the morning. But if it's the day before your appointment, don't put anything on your skin because they're going to wipe it off anyway. So while you're at your appointment, you're going to check in. You're going to go to a waiting room. It all depends on where you go. You get called to the back. You'll get some nice cool glasses that you've seen in my intro to keep the laser out of your eye. And then your esthetician is gonna make sure that you're okay, and she's gonna get to work. So there's different levels of the laser. For the past 4 treatments, I guess I've been using a lower version of it. And since my treatment cycle is almost up, she decided to up the power yesterday to make the laser more intense. So since I knew that the laser was going to be more intense, I opted to get numbing cream. And I heard that numbing cream works, and then I heard that numbing cream doesn't work. So my appointment was at 6 p.m. and she put the numbing cream on as soon as I got there. And then about 6:15 she checked on me. 6:10, 6:15 she checked on me, and you could kind of feel like some tingling that it was numb, but not really. So she got started, and yesterday hurt the worst that it's ever hurt in my entire life. And maybe because the product wasn't all the way off, or I don't know what it was, but it really, really hurt. But as she kept going, I could feel it less and less, and then I knew that the numbing cream had worked. So if you do opt to get numbing cream, I would say wait at least 20 minutes before wiping it off so that it can fully kick in. So once she's zapping around, she's gonna get all up in your business, have you sit in a butterfly, we'll lay in a butterfly, depending on what you get. Like I said, I get the Brazilian, so she's all in my business. But if you just wanna get your bikini line, it shouldn't be that intimate. So when she's done with the treatment, she puts some post laser treatment on a napkin. She mixes it with aloe vera gel, and then she tells me to rub it on myself. That's to prevent itching and just to cool down the process. So the laser is like going in your skin, and it's supposed to like keep the heat for a couple of days. So you want to allow the treatment to cool down and work all the way through your skin. So after you get home, you want to be sure not to touch it or put anything on it for at least 4 days. I wait 4 days, but if your center says to wait longer or less, do what they tell you to do. They know best. The most important thing is to wear sunscreen. I don't care if it is snowing outside, wear sunscreen. All you really need is SPF 30, but before you put on any aloe vera, any witch hazel, any of that, sunscreen is so important. It's so important, or the areas that you got treated will turn dark. Now, it's not going to turn dark in the winter time, but if you're exposing it to sun, it will definitely turn black and it won't be pretty. So if you feel like your hair is starting to grow back and it's kind of getting uncomfortable, I would just take some hydrocortisone and mix it with some aloe vera on a cotton round and just dab down there so that you aren't tempted to scratch it. The hair is supposed to naturally fall out probably within a week. So you'll see hair growth within a week and then it'll fall out, but you're going to feel it poking through and you're going to want to scratch it, but don't. So now to the tips. A few things. Wear cotton underwear. I know it's tempting to be really, really cute and wear the lace and the strings, but no. They have really cute underwear that are 100% cotton. You want her to breathe, and you don't want ingrown hairs. You don't want any bumps. You don't want any of that. So just wear some cotton underwear. Just give it a few days. You'll be okay. So after that 4-day period, start back exfoliating immediately. Get back to moisturizing. As females, we love to take scalding hot showers, but as soon as you get your laser hair treatment, that is the last thing that you want to do. It's going to get all up in your pores, mess up the process, and it's going to like cause your skin to stretch and cause bumps. And trust me, I've done it more than once and it's not pretty. It looks exactly like an ingrown hair or razor bump. It takes a couple of days to go away and it's really, really annoying. My next tip would be to take progress pictures. So in your iPhone, in your album, in your photos, there is a section for hidden. If you have the update, there's a hidden section. I have none in this phone. So depending on the area, you know, if you want to hide it, perfect. If you don't, do your thing. But take progress pictures. So I always take pictures of my bikini area the day that I shave, so that each time I shave, I can like see the progress. Because sometimes it's hard to tell how it looks looking directly in the mirror, but once you see pictures that you can see actual change, it looks phenomenal, and you're like, dang, this is really worth it. A lot of people ask me, like, how long does it last? How long does it last before you have to shave again? So it takes about a week for the hair to completely fall out. My first time doing this, I had to shave like a bit sooner. This past time, right before my 5th treatment, I didn't shave for about 3.5 weeks, 3.5 to 4 weeks, and I get treatments every 6 weeks. So it's working. So after my last treatment, I think I'm going to see how the progress goes and see if it's worth paying another $190 to get it again, or if I want to try sugar waxing. So I would keep you all updated. So let me know what else you want to see. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'm happy to answer them, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.